And I believe they were off-site. I don't believe they were in their home. They were at a party. So I don't think that staying away from that location is necessary.
Okay. All right. Since we got the calendar like about 2 minutes ago, I don't have the benefit of all the information. So is that your only condition so far?
Yes, that's that's my only condition.
All right. Mr. Geddes, the state's asking for a surety bond. Any comment?
Yes, Your Honor. I would like to inform the court that my client is 42 years old. He's lived in Georgia for his entire life. My understanding is that he and the alleged victim reside at separate addresses, so we would not have any real issue with a stay away. As far as work, he is gainfully employed. He has worked for the past 10 years as a custodian with the Fulton County school systems. He does possess a bachelor's degree from Tennessee State. Um, Your Honor, we would just ask you to consider either a signature bond or failing that, the lowest possible bond given the circumstances.
All right. Give me a moment, please. From what I gathered from the warrant, it appears that they live together and they share a 7-year-old child. Is that correct, Mr. Geddes?
From what he spoke to me, Your Honor, they do not reside together, and the child was hers from a previous relationship, is my understanding.
So he doesn't share any children with Miss Watson?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay. On the battery family violence, that's going to be, and Miss Bridgewater, I'm going a little bit off track because I don't have the full calendar right now. But
Okay.
so on the battery family violence, it's going to be 1,500. On the battery, it's going to be 500. The rest of the charges are going to be 500 each. So that's going to be a 2, 3, 4, I believe, $1,000 signature bond through pretrial services, level 1. He will have to have no further contact with Camille Richardson and no further contact with the child or children that she has. I assume he doesn't share any children with her. He's to stay away from her residence, from wherever she and her family are physically located. No contact via in-person, third-party, mail, email, phones, computers, and even on social media. He will report to pretrial services for a minimum period of 12 months and complete 12 anger awareness classes at a minimum rate of 1 class a month. No illegal drugs, no alcoholic beverages, and no weapons and no firearms. Thank you.
All right, next we got number 4, Ms. Boyd.
So, Your Honor, what was the amount of that bond again?
It's a 4,000, if I'm not mistaken. It's 1,500 on count 1, 500 on count 2, and then counts 3 to 6 are 500 each.
It's a total of 4,000.
Yeah, that's what.
Surety
my math
bond.
was
Thank
good.
you.
Yeah, no, it's a signature bond.
Signature bond.
Bond through pretrial services,
All right, thank you.
level 1. Thank you. Okay. Next position, I believe I have position number 4.
Yes. Ms. Boyd.
Okay. Sonia Renee Boyd, case number is 26 CR 3332E. Sorry, I'm waiting for the case to load up. All right. She's charged with removal or abandonment of shopping carts from May 24th of this year. And any priors, Miss Harvey?
Yes, Your Honor. 1 out of Georgia and 4 out of South Carolina. Last arrest was December 16, 2025, out of Fulton County for theft by shoplifting, criminal trespass, and willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer. She was sentenced on that case January 6, 2026 to 12 months probation. Out of South Carolina, there's a 2025 conviction for entering premises with the after warning. Also, a 2015 entering premises after warning. Recommendation is a level 2. Nothing further.
Thank you. Miss Bing?
Sorry, give me 1 second. This is my first time.
Oh, no problem. I understand that this was at a Marshall store. I don't recall the location.
Yes.
And she's
Yes.
got a 8168, a prior. She's got an open probation in 825 CR 008168. What's your bond recommendation if you have that information right now?
Okay, it's only one charge, so 1,500 total?
Okay. Mr. Coleman?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. I'd be requesting a signature bond for Ms. Boyd. Appears that she only has 4 priors, one in Georgia. She's 54 years of age. Apparently, Ms. Boyd is homeless, therefore she has no money to post for bond. This appears to be a minor nonviolent offense. Again, I'd be requesting a signature bond for Ms. Boyd.
All right. She's on active probation for another criminal trespass matter, so unfortunately, the signature bond is not possible. Her bond is going to be set at $15. It's a cash bond.
$15.
Yes, $15 cash bond. And welcome to my court, Miss Bing.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And she's to stay away from all Marshall store, including the incident location. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. And her next court date is going to be June 9th. Thank you.
All right,
Wait
that's
till you get to my penny bonds, Miss Bing, then you'll be really enthralled. Okay, next case.
number 16, Ms. Kesey.
Give me that position number again, please.
16.
16, thank you. And this is Nyona Keesee, Keesee, 26 CR 3345A. Is Miss Keesee? Yeah, got her attention. That's good. All right. So, Miss Keesee, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is going to be Mr. Coleman, and she's charged with 3 counts. This is blossomed to 3 separate counts of reckless conduct. Any priors, Miss Harvey?
No, Your Honor, first arrest.
Okay. And Miss Evans Battle?
Yes, Your Honor. In this particular case, our bond recommendation is for $3,000 as to each count, making for a $9,000 signature bond through pretrial services at level 1. We are asking that she complete at least 6 parenting classes, that she complies with any defects, safety plans that may or may not be in place. At this time, and I don't know the status of the children or, if they're with her or with someone else. But that is our recommendation at this time.
Mr. Coleman?
Your Honor, no objection to the signature bond.
Okay. This is going to be a $9,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 2. She's to comply with any and all requirements of defects, rules, and policies if the defects is involved in this case. She's to have no further adverse contact with the minors in question. In other words, she can continue to care for the children, but if there is any adverse conduct towards them again, like the one alleged in the warrants, she'll be back in jail on a no bond status or a $9,000 surety or cash bond. While she reports to pretrial services twice a month, she will complete 6 parenting classes. I don't recall if she has to pay for it or whether she will be able to get a waiver due to the number of parenting classes, but she'll be required to do that. She'll be subject to random screens for alcohol and or illegal drugs. This pretrial reporting will be for a duration of 12 months. If she gets arrested again, if she engages in any adverse conduct towards the minors involved, or she doesn't report to pretrial or fails to report to court, her $9,000 signature bond will be revoked and she'll be in a no bond status. Thank you.
I have Christy Massey here. Is her case being accused today?
Do we have a jailing number?
No.
2609 032.
Okay, let me look that up for a minute. And Miss Evans Battle, are you all planning to proceed with this case?
Not, Your Honor, not today.
How long has she been in custody? 1032.
I'll look real quick.
So she was in I'm sorry, Deputy, that jailing number doesn't
09
2609032. Was that correct?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. All right, this is Kirsty Michelle Massey. Looks like she was booked into Fulton County Jail on May 24th at 1:19 a.m. So this morning would have been 24 hours. Tomorrow morning will be 48 hours. And she does have a warrant, so she can be detained up to 72 hours with a warrant. Miss Battle, are y'all planning to, because it'll be 72 hours by Wednesday.
Yes, Your Honor, if we have not gotten the warrant, well, at this point, I'd ask the court to reset it until Wednesday. We should have the warrant within 24 hours. That's
No, you have the warrant. I just don't
mean,
have the
the-
accusation.
right, the felony warrant for the case. What has been we've been getting the felony warrants within 24 hours. So those cases are being null prossed or NOD'd or whatever the situation is, if she hasn't been accused by then.
So just for clarification, is this case a felony or is it you're intending to file it as a felony, but it's going to be downgraded?
No, it's our intent to file it as a felony. Whatever the DA's office chooses to do at the point that the warrant that appears as a felony is presented to it, then they will either send it to us, dismiss it, or whatever they'll do.
And she's been in custody since,
May 24th?
Yes,
One-
I have 3 o'clock.
so
I-
since yesterday.
Yes.
Well, 1:19 or 3 a.m. The point is she'll be Riverside by Wednesday at 3 a.m.
Correct.
Okay? All right.
Thank you.
Mr. Coleman, any comment about
Well, it doesn't appear that she's on the calendar. I did look for her. If the state is waiting for a warrant, it appears that we can't proceed today. If she does appear on the calendar for Wednesday, however, it would indeed be a Riverside case and she'd be entitled to a signature bond.
okay. Miss Massey, we have a warrant against you right now for your arrest. It is a misdemeanor battery charge stemming from a May 23rd, 2026 incident at 11:43 p.m. allegedly occurring at 5455 Wynwood Parkway in Alpharetta, Georgia. The alleged victim appears to be Stephanie Gintole. And the incident apparently involves a black umbrella and a wooden hanger. These are the allegations set forth in the warrant. Because there is a warrant, the prosecutor is authorized to detain you for up to 72 hours since you were booked in order to formally accuse the case and to be seen by the court. If this case remains a misdemeanor and we see you again on Wednesday at 2 p.m., you will be granted a signature bond. However, between now and the Wednesday calendar, if the district attorney's office decides to accept this case as a more serious criminal felony offense, then you will be seen by a Superior Court judge or a judge sitting by designation as Superior Court judge on Wednesday at 11 a.m. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. This case is reset to Wednesday at 2 p.m. pending a possible felony warrant. Thank you.
There's got number 6, Mr. Davis.
Fitzpatrick Prince Davis is accused of battery from May 23rd of this year, case 26 CR 3338G. Mr. Davis, you've been advised of your rights. Ms. Harvey, any priors?
28 cycles. Last arrest was January 20th, 2026 out of Douglasville, Georgia for battery family violence. That does appear to be an open case. There's a FTAs from 2022, 2024, 2025 obstruction, 2024 battery family violence conviction, 2024 terroristic threats, 2024 theft by shoplifting, 2023 theft by shoplifting and criminal trespass.
That's good. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
All right, Ms. Bing, what is the state's recommendation?
The state's recommendation is a $3,000 surety bond.
Mm-hmm. Any conditions?
Um, now, well, I would say, I think that this was against, I don't know if they were in a romantic relationship or not. Because it's just battery on the warrant. So I would say anger management if you would allow that. 12 hours of anger management would be great. Stay away from the victim. That's Breonna Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and this happened at Emory Hospital. Typically I would just say stay away from Emory, but it's a hospital. I don't want him to have to stay away from a hospital.
So I typically require them to stay away from the hospital unless they have a verifiable medical appointment or they're
Okay.
seeking emergency medical treatment.
Okay.
And this appears to be a on-site hospital incident involving staff. All right, thank you. Mr. Geddes?
Yes, thank you, Judge. So my client is a lifelong resident of Georgia. He has multiple family members living in Georgia, including his mother, who he lives with at a Douglas County address. He has expressed to me that he has been working, doing brick mason work for the past 3 years or so. He has completed high school. He has a high school diploma.
Mhm.
I am asking the court to consider either a signature bond or, failing that, the lowest possible bond.
Bond is going to be set at 2,500. It is a surety bond. He is to have no further contact with Breonna Jackson, and he's to stay away from the Emory Hospital location at 550 Peachtree Street in Atlanta, Georgia. If he does want to return to that hospital, he must have a verifiable appointment with a healthcare provider at that location. If he's in the emergency room location, he's to have no further violent contact with any of the staff or individuals in that location. If he gets arrested again, or if he violates any of these conditions, his bond will be revoked to a no bond status. His next court date is June 9th. Thank you.
Next, we got number 12, Mr. Gay.
Mhm. This is state versus, I'm sorry, this was position 12, correct? Or was it
Yes, ma'am.
Skylar Brooke Gary?
No, Lee Gay.
Lee, okay. Lee Andrew Gay is the case 26 CR 3339C. And with regards to this case, there is a charge of terroristic threats and acts and disorderly conduct from May 23rd, 2026. You've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is it Mr. Geddes or Mr. Coleman? I just didn't know. Mr.
It's me,
Geddes?
Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. All right, any priors, Ms. Harvey?
36 cycles. Last arrest was September 28th, 2022 out of Fulton County for aggravated assault, possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. That does appear to be open under 24 SC 001879. There's a 2007 conviction for theft by shoplifting. Recommendation is a level 3 and nothing further.
All right. Ms. Evans Battle? Oh, is it Ms. Bing?
It's me,
Ms. Bing.
Judge.
All right. Yes,
If it's for Gay, correct?
Gay, correct.
Okay, can you give me a moment? Because that's not the history that I had, so my recommendation is much different. So let me just verify what the information I have is for Lee Andrew Gay.
That would be correct. Warrant number ends with 2386. This is the incident involving Mary Carter.
Yes, Your Honor. All right, so, and that last arrest was. Yes, Your Honor. In this particular case, we would be asking for a cash bond. We would be asking for a $5,000 cash bond on the terroristic threats and a 2,500 on the disorderly conduct. And so that would be a $7,500 cash bond. In light of that 2022 case involved a weapon, and that the defendant has indicated in his threat by the use of shooting the victim in this case, we'd ask that he stay away from the location. The location is 1415 Hawkins Street Northwest in Atlanta. No further contact with Mary Carter. As well, no alcohol, drugs, any firearms in which he possessed. The state would ask that they be surrendered. Thank you.
Mr. Geddes?
Thank you, Judge. So the initial paperwork that I received this morning suggested that he already had a surety bond of $1,630. So
That would be correct, yeah.
yes. So obviously the court is unable to impose a bond that would be higher than that. I would ask the court to consider a reduction, considering that he's a lifelong resident of Georgia. He's expressed to me that the address where this took place is Rooming House. The alleged victim is a neighbor of his. He is on disability and receives Medicaid checks. So he is on a very fixed income. He has a back injury that prevents him from doing all sorts of different kind of employment positions. He would have some difficulty finding a new place to stay. So I would ask the court to consider not placing that stay away, and to give him the lowest possible bond.
Okay. Ms. Harvey, can you
Honor.
confirm that that is the correct criminal history record for Mr. Gay, 36 arrest cycles with the recent open case for aggravated assault?
Yes, Your Honor, I did. That is the history that I'm showing. There are several aliases, several social security numbers, and date of birth associated with him on the GCIC.
The date of birth I have over here is September 1962. Would that be correct?
Correct. That's one of them on the GCIC, and the socials match what I have in Odyssey.
All right, thank you so much.
Mhm.
Yes, with all due respect, Mr. Geddes, I believe, having done this for enough decades, when the electronic warrant judge issues a bond, I don't know if that judge has the benefit of the individual's criminal record history. So bonds are set simply based on the conversation that transpires between the testifying officer and the warrant judge. But now I have the benefit of his criminal history record. I do have the discretion to change the bond up, down, or the same. And in this particular case, on the terroristic threats, the bonds will be set at 2,000 surety. And on the disorderly conduct, it's going to be a UJR. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. And he is to have no further contact with Mary Carter. He's also required to stay away from 1415 Hawkins Street in Atlanta, Georgia. Once he poses bond, he may return to the location one time only with a police officer. He's allowed to visit his unit in order to retrieve his belongings, but then he cannot stay in that building while this case is open and pending. He is not to consume any illegal drugs, no alcoholic beverages, and he's not allowed to own or possess any firearms. So when he goes to the building to retrieve his belongings, the only thing he cannot take with him is his firearm or any firearms. That would have to be surrendered to the police officer who escorts him to the building. Next court date is June 9th. Thank you.
All right, let's go number 19, Mr. Norman.
This is Terrence Norman. Case number is 26 CR 3340G. And in this particular case, Mr. Norman, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is going to be either Mr. Geddes or Mr. Coleman. And you are charged with willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer from May 24th of this year. Any priors, Ms. Harvey?
5 out of Georgia and 1 out of Kansas. The last arrest was in 2014 for a DUI out of Kansas, and nothing further.
Right. Ms. Evans-Bell?
We would ask that he get a $1,500 signature bond through pretrial services. I would ask that it be at level 2, that he just have no further violent contact with law enforcement.
Mr. Geddes or Mr. Coleman? Oh,
I
Mr.
did
Geddes? Okay,
speak
thank
with,
you.
yeah, okay. I spoke with Ms. Gilman, so.
Bond is set at $1,000 signature bond through the jail. Mr. Norman, I'm giving you a signature bond through the jail, but just keep in mind that this is another open active case against you. And if you don't report to court, or if you don't report when summoned by the court for this case, we will issue a bench warrant for your arrest and you will lose the signature bond. So don't forget that when you're booked out today. Thank you. Next case.
Quick question, Robert Shaheed, was this taken, accused today?
Give me that name again.
Robert Shaheed?
From you mean from Saturday?
I don't know if it was on Saturday, but
Oh, I don't know about anyone. I don't have the pull sheet. So if you have a jailing number, that would help.
2608979.
Is that the gentleman seated up front?
It is.
All right. This is Robert Eugene Shaheed. Mr. Shaheed, you've been advised of your rights to remain silent and so forth. I don't know if you've spoken to any attorneys. He's got a local warrant for charge of battery, family violence, and he's got a Cobb County hold as well. Is the state aware of this case, and do they plan to accuse it today?
We do not plan to accuse the case today. We're seeking a felony warrant on this particular case.
He was booked in on May 23rd, 2026 at 1 p.m. and 23, 24, 25. Tomorrow will be his third day. Would you be getting a warrant by tomorrow?
Yes, it will. Yes, we'll be getting it by tomorrow or accusing the case. I expect that we'll get the warrant within the 24-hour period of time.
All right. Mr. Geddes and Mr. Coleman, have you spoken to Mr. Shaheed?
I did get the opportunity to speak with Mr. Shaheed, Your Honor. I would just ask that the court consider granting him a signature bond to avoid the risk of the state not filing that accusation within the 3-day period.
I'm not granting a signature bond. This is a battery family violence. I don't have all the pertinent information. If the state does not accuse him within the 72-hour period of his arrest time, he will be entitled to a signature bond through the jail with no restrictions, subject, of course, to his Cobb County hold. Thank you. Next case. So, Deputy, he'll have to remain in custody until his felony first appearance.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Deputy Milton, good afternoon. Yes, ma'am.
I was in another course, that's why I'm late.
You're not late. You're good. Take care. So, what case do you have?
I have position 13, Ms. Gregory.
Okay, thank you. This is Keisha Rashonda Gregory. Ms. Gregory case number is 26 CR 3324E. Ms. Gregory, I believe I have informed everyone at ACDC of their rights as well. Would that be correct, Deputy Milton?
No, Your Honor, that's why I was late.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. So Ms. Gregory, as well as the folks who are seated behind her, my name is Judge Law. And when I address each of your cases, please remember that you have a right to remain silent about the facts and circumstances of your case. If you choose to say anything, your comments will be used against you. And remember, this virtual proceeding is not only being recorded, but also live streamed. So please refrain from making any comments until you get a chance to speak with your attorney. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one is appointed to represent you. Today, we're going to address these cases which have been newly accused against you, and they are with the State Court of Fulton County. After we go through your criminal record history, if you have one, and in reviewing the warrants for your arrest, we will then issue you a bond. The bond could be a signature bond in which you would not have to pay for it today, but you will have to comply with the conditions. Otherwise, if you qualify for a surety bond or a cash bond, you will have to pay for the bond either out of your own pocket or through a bonding company, and conditions may also attach. In the event that you're still detained at the jail, your next court date will be June 9th at 9 a.m. All right, so Miss Gregory is accused of willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer, battery, simple battery, and simple battery against an officer. Incident date appears to be May 21st of this year. Miss Harvey, any priors on Miss Gregory?
9 cycles, last arrest January 6, 2026, out of Gwinnett County for an FTA. She was convicted December 23rd, 2025, out of Fulton County for battery and theft by shoplifting to 12 months on probation. That's under case number 25 CR 008070E. There's a 2025 simple battery, 3 counts, 2022 entering auto and criminal damage to property, and 2021 aggravated assault and cruelty to children. Recommendation is a level 3, Your Honor. Nothing further.
Thank you. Miss Bing?
I believe that's Miss Evans, no?
Oh, is it Miss Evans' panel? Let's see.
I don't know where she.
Apologize, I thought you said Griggs or,
No, Gregory. I'm sorry. Zerkesia Gregory.
okay, I will look it up. I don't,
This was the Landmarks Apartments of involving Officer Bach.
I don't, we don't have that case on the full sheet. Gregory. Oh, I apologize. It's from another day. The case is from another day.
Okay, the alleged
Okay,
victim is
then.
Diana Pena. So,
Okay. This was a reset case from another day. Okay.
Miss Gregory was a reset from May 25th, which was a Saturday.
Yes, and I have their recommendation
Do we know the reason
here.
for the
Yes,
reset?
Your Honor.
It was a behavior reset. It was not a Riverside matter.
Correct. Yes, Your Honor. In this particular case, it happened May the 21st. And she remained in the lobby where she wasn't supposed to be. This was battery against a law enforcement officer, simple battery and battery. And so our bond recommendation in this particular case is okay, so I have it would be a on the is it willful obstruction charge is the first count, 1,500, and battery would be 2,500, simple battery 1,500, and simple battery on a law enforcement officer 25. So that is $8,000 surety that we would ask for at this particular time, that she have no alcohol, drugs, or weapons. It appears that the victim in the case is identified as Officer Baugh in one case, and Miss Pena.
Diana Pena, yes.
Okay, and that she have no further contact with them. would be our recommendation. We also would ask that she stay away from Landmark Apartments located at 215 Piedmont Avenue Northwest. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Coleman?
Yeah, I'll be requesting a signature bond for Ms. Gregory. She is 28 years of age. She's resided here in the Atlanta area for the past 12 years. Ms. Gregory is a high school graduate. However, she is presently unemployed and homeless. Therefore, she has no money to post for bond. I remind the court at this time that these are just allegations against Ms. Gregory. Again, we'd be requesting a signature bond or in lieu of that, a low bond.
Okay, thank you. On the willful obstruction of an officer, that's going to be 250. The simple battery against a police officer is going to be 250. The battery charge is 1,000 and the simple battery is 500. This is a $2,000 surety bond to stay away from the Landmark Apartments at 215 Piedmont. It was either Piedmont Road or Piedmont Avenue. I'm sorry, I don't recollect. No further contact with Diana Pena, P-E-N-A. No violent contact with Officer Barr. No violent contact with any law enforcement. Next court date is going to be June 9th. And while she's at the facility, she needs to be evaluated for MH or and housing issues. Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, go over those bonds again. I know the
Sure.
willful obstruction was 250, the battery was 1,000, and the other two were
Sim-
250 each.
Simple battery is 500 and simple battery against an officer is 250. Should add up to 2,000.
Okay, I was under the impression you said something by itself was 1,000. I want to say it was the battery. I had a bad connection.
Right.
Okay, did y'all get the numbers?
Yes.
Okay.
And one count was $1,000 bond. It was
That's the
$1,000 bond,
battery.
500, and then two charges were 250 each.
Okay,
I'll just read it. Count 1, 250, count 2, 1,000, count 3, 500, count 4, 250.
got it. Thank you.
Thank you. Courtroom 2, who do we have, please?
Number 1, Mr. Arnold.
Okay. Miss Bridgewater, you're keeping track, right? Because my pages are all over the place. Sorry. Okay, this is, and I do apologize. I'm going to J. Moken Yetio Edward Arnold, Sr. Case number 26 CR 3337J. Mr. Arnold is accused of reckless conduct from April 6th of this year. Mr. Arnold, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Mr. Coleman. Any prize?
Yes, Your Honor. One moment, sorry. 7 cycles. The last arrest was April 22nd, 2020 out of DeKalb County for battery. And one moment because I misplaced. Okay, I'm gonna go through the GCIC. I'm not sure what my other notes are. Sorry about that. That case was dismissed, Your Honor. There also appears to be cycles out of the state of California. There's a 2003 obstructing a police officer. 2004 burglary in the second degree felony conviction.
Any probation or FTAs in the last 5 years? Probation violations?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you then.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Ms. Bing, what is the state's recommendation for a bond for Mr. Arnold?
Yes, I just want to say this is just for leaving, not just, but this is for leaving a child in a car. And I do want to acknowledge the fact that he hasn't had any real issues since in many years. So I'm recommending a $700 signature bond.
Repeat that number.
$700 signature bond.
This was a okay, go. Understood. Mr. Coleman?
Yeah, obviously we would have no objection to a signature bond.
Okay. Bond is going to be set at 2,500. It is a signature bond through pretrial services level 1. Mr. Arnold, it is still a signature bond, which means you don't have to pay for the bond today, but you will have to comply with the following conditions. You report to pretrial services once a month, and this will be for a 12-month duration. During your reporting to pretrial, you will undergo 4 parenting classes with pretrial services. I believe there is a fee waiver if you complete at least 4 parenting classes. You're not to consume any illegal drugs, you're not to consume any alcohol, and you're not to consume any, so you're not to own or possess any firearms. You will report to pretrial every month. You will complete the parenting classes. You are to have no adverse conduct towards any minor children that are related to you, including the allegations set forth in the warrant. And your next court date will be sent to your current address. If you get arrested again, if you fail to report, or if you violate any of these conditions, your signature bond of $2,500 will be revoked and surrendered and converted to a cash bond. Thank you. Next case.
Position 21, Ms. Swanigan.
Hold on, Milton. Before we do that, let's do number 14 in South Annex first.
Not a problem.
Thank you, Milton. All right, South Annex, we have Kevin L. Heckard. Oh, is it? Yeah, Heckard, Heckard, accused of theft by shoplifting.
Yeah, number 14.
From-
Sorry.
I'm so sorry. Nope, you're correct. I was looking at 14 and reading the case below it. Sorry about that. South Annex, is there a deputy nearby?
Yes, ma'am, I'm right here.
Just want to be sure. Thank you.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. And so this is Ketroy Bernard Hancock, accused of one count of simple battery family violence, 1 count of simple assault family violence from May 21st of this year. His accusation number is 26 CR 3329B. Mr. Heckard, you've been advised, you've not. You have a right to remain silent during the course of this virtual proceeding and during the course of any criminal proceedings from now on involving your case. By exercising your right to remain silent, you will avoid any statements that you make from being used against you. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to represent you. You've been charged with these 2 misdemeanor offenses. I'm going to check and see whether you have a criminal history record. Ms. Harvey?
Yeah,
First arrest, Your Honor. Recommendation is a level 1. Nothing further.
So first arrest?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Miss Bing?
I think this is Miss Evans.
Miss Evans battle? We are on position number 14.
yeah, very quickly. This is a conflict case. I don't know if a conflict attorney was contacted.
Most probably don't know, and one isn't on Zoom. So I will appoint Mr. Dennis Murphy. June 9th, I think I can appoint Miss Maureen McLeod. She will be available by then. Okay, I'll appoint Miss Maureen McLeod to represent Mr. Hancock. Mr. Hancock, please don't forget this name, Maureen McLeod, because the Public Defender's Office cannot represent you. So I'm going to appoint Attorney Maureen McLeod to represent you. She's not available. I'm sorry, Mr. Coleman.
I'm sorry to interrupt there. I was also one more that needed a conflict attorney.
Okay, let me know when we address that case. But
Thank you.
Currently, Mr. Heckard, your attorney again is Maureen McLeod. Don't forget that name. And as soon as she learns of this appointment, she'll be in touch with you.
Yes, ma'am.
Miss Evans Battle, do you have a recommendation for Mr. Hancock?
Yes, Your Honor. We are recommending a surety bond at this particular time, based on the significance of the information contained in the allegation and the video of the assault and the witness that was in this particular case. And he admitted to grabbing her and hitting her, but denied that he actually choked her. But we are asking for a $5,000 on each count surety, that he have no further contact with Destiny Cargill. I'm not sure.
Cargill.
Okay, Cargill. That he stay away from the 406 Highwood Lane location in East Point. address that he have no alcohol, drugs, weapons, and that he have no firearms. If he possess any firearms, we'd ask that they be surrendered at this time. Thank you.
Destiny Cargill, if you're on Zoom, this will be the time to unmute. No? Okay. Mr. Coleman?
Did you want me to represent it for purposes of today?
Oh, I'm so sorry. This is a conflict case. Sorry. Yeah. So, Mr. Hancock, that's the allegation, and it was a surety bond that you were recommending, correct, Miss Evans-Bell? Okay. Miss Bridgewater, I noticed on the jailing screen that Dennis Murphy was appointed. Has he already been informed of this appointment? Then I can switch it to Dennis Murphy.
Let me ask Miss Champion if she was able to get in touch with him. Miss Champion, if you're listening, were you able to get in touch with Mr. Murphy?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. I emailed Mr. Murphy this morning. I did not get a response. I see that he was appointed on the 25th of the calendar, but this case was reset from the 25th, so I'm not sure if he was notified on Saturday.
Okay, then I'm going to change the attorney to Dennis Murphy then, since he was already previously appointed. So I don't want to have any crisscross in communications.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
Mr. Hancock, so sorry, but since your case was previously reset, I guess an attorney had already been appointed. So remember this new name, Dennis Murphy, okay?
Miss Murphy?
Dennis Murphy, Mr. Dennis Murphy.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. On the simple battery family violence, your bond is going to be set at 1,500. The simple assault is 1,000. This is a total of a 2,500 signature bond through pretrial services, level 2. You won't have to pay for your bond today. You can sign up for your bond after you are interviewed by pretrial services. Do you understand?
It's my first time being locked up, so I don't understand truly, but I think so.
You've been charged with 2 criminal offenses. In order for you to be released from jail, you need a bond. And the bond will have conditions that you would have to follow in order to make sure that you don't get rearrested.
I will follow them, I promise.
You have a 2,500 signature bond through the Office of Pretrial Services. Are you following me?
Yes, ma'am.
You don't have to pay for your bond today, but you must comply with your conditions.
Yes, ma'am.
You will report to the Office of Pretrial Services twice a month.
Yes, ma'am.
You will have no contact with Destiny Cargill.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
are to stay 200 yards away from her and not communicate with her in any way, form, or manner, including in person, mail, email, third party, through a phone or through a computer. You can't even discuss her on social media. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You are to stay away from the 406 Highwood Lane in East Point. Do you live there?
No, ma'am.
All right. So from now on, Miss Cargill, and that location is non-existent to you, and you stay very far away from both of them. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You're not to consume any illegal drugs, including marijuana. You cannot consume any alcoholic beverages, and you're not allowed to own or have any guns anywhere near you.
Yes, ma'am.
Your next court date will be sent to your current mailing address. So if it's not the location in High Lane, in Highwood, we need your current address and make sure we have that with pretrial and with the clerk's office.
Yes, ma'am.
If you don't report to pretrial, if you don't come to court when summoned, if you get arrested again, or you decide to go back and have a date with Destiny, you'll be back in jail.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Deputy Milton, who do we have?
Position 21.
This is Jasmine Shaquan Swanigan, accused of battery, family violence, case number 26 CR 3350D. Incident date appears to be May 17th, 2026. Ms. Swanigan, you've been advised of your rights, and Mr. Coleman is your attorney. Any priors?
7 cycles. The last arrest was out of Cobb County, May 15th, 2025 for a failure to appear. There's a 2021 FTA. She was I'm sorry, the defendant was sentenced May 22nd, 2025 for driving with a suspended registration to 3 years probation. And there's a 2022 DUI as well. Nothing further.
I'm sorry, did you say 3-year probation?
Yes. Let me double check the GCIC to make sure I wrote that correct, but that's what I have in my notes. Let me
All
make
right.
sure it wasn't a typo on my end.
All right. Just wasn't sure. Okay.
I'll double check it, Your Honor, just to be
Thank
sure.
Thank you. Ms. Bing, is that your case?
No, it's Miss Evans
Oh,
Battles.
Ms. Evans-Bell. Okay, Ms. Evans-Bell.
Yes, Your Honor. In this particular case, we are asking for a surety bond. We're asking for a $3,500 surety in this case, that she have no further contact with Tela Swanigan, Tela Swanigan, that she stay away from the 4900 Delano Road location. This is her mother, but her mother has MH concerns for her. She has a history, as the court is aware, of alcohol. If the court, so inclined to impose conditions in relationship to that, we would ask at least that there be a social worker visit at this time. In relationship to her minor children that are in the care of her mother, we'd ask for a third party. Well, I'm not sure she's on. They actually asked me that she have no contact until this case is resolved, or she's at least completed some form of MH counseling. They are concerned for the safety of the mother as well as for the safety of the children if she's alone with them. So any type of visitation would have to be supervised by a third party at this time.
And Ms. Evans-Bell, I just want to be sure the state is not going to proceed on the cruelty in a third degree charge, correct?
Your Honor, she will probably be, we will probably be proceeding on that case, but for the drafting of the documents, the warrant was not clear enough for us to actually accuse the case. We couldn't identify, you have to identify at least who the victim is. So
Okay.
the information that I received, I spoke with the officer about the case, and she was not in a place where she could give me that information at this time, so.
All right, just want to be sure. Thank you.
Yes,
Mr.
Your Honor.
Coleman?
Yeah, I'd be requesting signature bond from Miss Swanigan. She's 31 years of age. She is a lifetime resident of the Atlanta Fulton County area. She is a high school graduate, the mother of 2 children, ages 9 and 11. Ms. Swanigan is currently not employed, therefore she has no money to post a bond. I did not hear any convictions for any violent crimes in her history. Again, I'd be requesting a signature bond.
Okay. Bond is going to be set at 1,500. It is a surety bond. Unfortunately, her recent FTAs do not qualify her for a signature bond. She's to have no further contact with Taylor Swanigan. She's to stay away from 4900 Delano Road in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm not certain, but the warrant seems to indicate that the grandmother may have legal guardianship over the minor children. So if that's the case, Ms. Swanigan will have to go to Superior Court to enforce her custodial rights in order to have contact with the minor children in question. So presently, subject to a clarification of the legal guardianship, she's to have no contact with Taylor Swanigan, no contact with the minor children, and to stay away from the Delano Street. Her next court date is going to be June 9. While she's detained, the social worker would need to evaluate her for either MH or BH issues, as well as possible housing needs. Thank you.
Thank you, Honor.
And let's go to number 2, Mr. Austin.
Oh. Good morning. Was it good morning or good evening? Oh, good evening.
Jarius Deshaun Austin is accused of theft by taking. Good afternoon, Mr. Austin. Your case number is 26 CR 3331J. Incident date appears to be May 23rd, 2026. Any priors, Ms. Harvey?
Yes, Your Honor. 13 out of Georgia and 2 out of Texas. out of Texas, 2022 criminal trespass. Last arrest, March 26, 2026, out of DeKalb County for a failure to appear. Appears to be on probation out of Henry County for possession of marijuana less than an ounce, possession of a controlled substance, Schedule 1 or 2. 2 counts, sentenced in 2017 to 1 year confinement and 9 years probation. There are also
Go ahead, I'm so sorry.
Okay. There also appears to be probation out of Fulton County for criminal trespass, sentenced December 4th, 2025 to 12 months. Probation out of Fulton County for criminal trespass, terroristic threats, and willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer, sentenced March 25th, 2026 to 1 year probation. Open case out of Fulton County for entering auto and willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer under 25 PI 004205. Recommendation is a level 3, Your Honor, and nothing further.
Ms. Bing?
Yes, the state's recommending a $3,000 surety bond.
Okay. And do you have
Oh,
no
I'm
contact?
sorry. Yes, I would like to do an anti-theft course. I'm not sure if the court is amenable to that.
All right.
Yeah.
And Mr. Coleman?
Yeah, I'd be requesting a signature bond on a little that and low bond for Mr. Austin. He is 35 years of age. He's lived here in the Atlanta area for the last 14 years. Mr. Austin is a high school graduate. He also attended Strayer University for 1 year.
Mhm.
He is presently employed at J.R. Crickets. I did not hear any convictions for any violent offenses. The charge that he's before the court on today is also a non-violent offense. Again, I'd be requesting a signature bond.
All right. Bond is going to be set at 1,000. It is a surety bond. No further contact with Catan St. Louis, who is the alleged owner of the cell phone in question, to stay away from the incident location. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. And next court date is June 9th. Thank you.
Next, we have position 10, Miss Fryer.
Oh, Mikhail Fryer, F-R-I-E-R. 1, 2, okay, excuse me. Ms. Fryer is accused under 26 CR 3347L. She has 5 misdemeanor charges against her in this accusation. They begin with battery, family violence, battery, simple battery, family violence, cruelty in the 3rd degree, and disorderly conduct.
I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Position 10, is that not Frank?
Mikhail Fryer. Frank is position 9.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. Sorry.
No, there may be a little out of order between the poll sheet and the
Calendar.
published calendar. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry about that.
That's okay. So that's the 5 charges. Miss Harvey, do we have a GCIC on Miss Fryer?
Yes, Your Honor, 3 cycles. Last arrest was February 5th of 2017 out of Atlanta for driving on a suspended or canceled registration. Nothing further.
Okay. All right. Miss Bing, was that your case?
Yes, it's my case. I was recommending a $2,500 surety bond. That's total. $2,500 total. Yes.
Okay. And since this is a family violence, do you have any conditions?
Yes. Stay away from the incident location. Stay away from the victim here. I believe it was Weems. Yes, Melvin Weems.
Mm-hmm.
That's Weems. No drugs or alcohol. Well, no drugs. No further violations of the law.
Okay. Mr. Coleman?
And no firearms. No firearms.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, I'd be requesting a signature bond for Ms. Fryer. She is 32 years of age. She's resided here in the Atlanta area for the last 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
She did attend some college. She's currently employed as an insurance agent for State Farm for the past 3 years. She is a mother of 3 children, ages 7 months, 7 years, and 10 years. As far as the stairway is concerned, I'd like the court to know that the lease in this case, for the apartment that Miss Pryor resides in, that lease is in her name, not in the complaining witness's name, Mr. Weems. It looks like her last arrest was almost 10 years ago. Again, I'd be requesting a signature bond.
I'm trying to figure out whether Mr. Weems is the father of the children in question.
I believe he's the father of the 7-month-old.
Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. But those charges are old.
How old?
Those charges were from 2020, I believe 2020, that I was never arrested for, and I took it to trial and got all those charges dropped as I was found not guilty. The charges that I'm here for are battery and cruelty to children.
You, Mikhail Freer, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Incident date is May 24th, 2026 at 12:40 a.m.
Yes.
and involves Melvin Weems at 3120 Oakley Place in Union City.
Yes, ma'am.
All these charges stem from that one incident.
Oh, they only gave me 2. That's fine.
There were warrants.
Sometimes the state will add additional charges.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I didn't.
Yeah. With regards to the allegations set forth over here, on the count 1, battery family violence, that's going to be a $2,000 bond. The remaining charges are going to be $1,000. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, a $6,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 3. Which means that she reports to pretrial services once a week for a duration period of 12 months. During the 12 months of reporting to pretrial on her $6,000 signature bond, she will enroll and complete a domestic violence intervention program, and she will enroll in the program within 30 days of being released. This is a series of 24 weeks of classes that she would need to attend and complete at her expense. Failure to show proof of enrollment and attendance can be grounds to revoke her $6,000 surety bond. She's to have no further contact with Mr. Melvin Weems. I don't know where Mr. Melvin Weems is, so if he doesn't reside at the property any longer, she can return to the 3120 Oakley Place in Union City. But if he still resides at the property, then she is allowed to go there one time only to retrieve her belongings and her children, and then update us with a new address within 30 days. The police officer can verify whether Mr. Weems still resides at the property. Please remember, you have to stay 200 yards away from him and not communicate with him in any way, form, or manner. I'll allow for third-party transfer of any child or children that she shares with Mr. Weems. While this case is open and pending, Ms. Fryer, you're not allowed to consume any illegal drugs, including marijuana. You're not allowed to consume any alcoholic beverages and not allowed to own or possess any firearms. And just by coincidence, this is our second case today involving an umbrella. Must be the weather or something. Thank you. All right, next case.
Ma'am, Your Honor, you said surety and
No, signature bond through pretrial level 3
okay.
for 12 months. She reports for a duration of 12 months with the conditions that I've just listed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mhm.
All right, let's go number 5, Mr. Casey.
And Your Honor, this is another case with a conflict attorney.
All right, thank you. Let me just make sure who's one has not been appointed. This is case state of Georgia versus James Kevin Casey Jr., accused of criminal trespass and affray fighting on May 24th, 2026. His accusation number is 26 CR 3333Y. Any priors with Mr. Casey?
5 cycles. Last arrest, July 17, 2024, with the Marta Police Department for criminal trespass. There's a 2021 battery family violence under first offender and a 2021 disorderly conduct. Recommendation is level 1 and nothing further.
All right. And Mr. Casey, don't forget this name. Your attorney will be Maureen McLeod. Maureen McLeod, that's the attorney I'm appointing to represent you. And she will be in contact with you before your next court date. Ms. Bing, any recommendations for Mr. Casey?
Yes, a $750 signature bond on the criminal trespass, $750 for the affray. That's a total of 1,500. Stay away from MARTA. He already has a permanent ban from MARTA. But we'll stay away. And stay away from Mr. Joshua Favors.
All right. Let me just check one thing. Mr. Casey, is your address still at apartment 713 at Campbellton Road?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So that's where you'll get your mail? Yes? No?
Yes.
All right. I will grant the signature bond. It will be 750 on each count for a total of 1,500 signature bond through pretrial level 1. You will report to pretrial services once a month. You are not allowed to use MARTA property or transportation until your permanent ban is lifted. You're still under a permanent ban, so you're not allowed to be on any of the buses, the trains, the stations, the parking lots, the amenities, none of them. And if you violate these conditions, you could be brought back to jail, and your bond next time will be 1,500 surety or cash. Thank you.
Next, we have position 11, Miss Gary.
Skylar Brooke Gary is accused of simple battery, family violence, simple battery, simple assault, and disorderly conduct from May 23rd of this year, accusation 26 CR 3348Y. Ms. Gary, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Mr. Coleman. Ms. Harvey?
First arrest, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Bing?
Yes, a $1,000 signature bond for the battery family violence. $1,000 signature bond on the battery. 500 on this simple battery family violence. 500 on the simple battery. 500 on the disorderly, for a total of 2,500. Stay away from that incident location, 290 MLK Drive in Fulton, and stay away from Scott. Miss Burton, I think Raven Burton. And a family violence intervention, because I believe they were living together. Program.
Okay. Raven Burton is not on Zoom. Mr. Coleman?
Your Honor, no objection to the signature bond.
All right. No objection to stay away, no contact either?
No, apparently the complaining victim does not live at the same address as my client.
But then how would you get family violence?
I believe there is a relationship, but according to my client, Miss Burton lives in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Were they ever living together?
No. They may have been at some point, but I don't think that they were residing at the incident location together at the time of the incident.
Yeah. So
the allegation is that someone defendant was allegedly trying to pry the door open and the alleged victim was trying to lock it. I'm sorry, Miss Burton's not here to verify her residency. So in the meantime, I'll accept the signature bond request as recommended by the state. Is going to be a $1,000 signature bond on the simple battery family violence, 1,000 on simple battery, 500 on simple assault, and 500 on disorderly conduct. This is a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. She's to have no further violent contact with Raven Burton. She can return to the 290 Martin Luther King Jr. Drive in Southeast Atlanta. No further violent contact, Miss Gary, means that from this point onwards, you are not to have any physical or verbal altercations with Miss Burton. If Miss Burton resides at the same property and you want to out of there, if I don't know what your lease arrangement or ownership arrangement is, but someone will need to file a dispossessory case against Miss Burton to have her legally removed. Otherwise, in any event, you cannot have any physical or verbal altercations with her. You're also required to complete 6 anger awareness classes with pretrial services, and these classes must be completed within 180 days of being released. You're not to consume any illegal drugs, including marijuana, no alcoholic beverages, and not allowed to own or possess any firearms. Your next court date will be sent to the Martin Luther King Jr. location. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And that's got number 8, Mr. Durant.
Corey Durant is accused of battery from May 22nd of this year, case 26 CR 3343B. Mr. Durant, you've been advised of your rights. Any priors, Ms. Harvey?
Yes, Your Honor. Last arrest was out of Virginia, June 13th, 2018 for aggravated malicious wounding.
Wounding.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's all right.
There's a 2018 abduction and kidnap conviction, 2018 driving while under the influence, 2013 pointing a firearm in public, 09 obstruction of officers. Recommendation from pretrial, Your Honor, is a level 2 and nothing further.
Ms. B?
The state's recommending a $3,500 surety bond. A stay away from Cherie McDonald, that's Chieyre, McDonald, common spelling. Stay away from the location of 4322 Notting Hill Drive in Atlanta. No firearms, no drugs or alcohol. I think that covers it, I think.
Okay. And that was 4322.
4322, yes, Notting Hill.
Okay. That appears to be his address on the jailing screen as
okay.
well.
Gotcha.
Anything else?
No, you're right.
Okay. Mr. Geddes?
Yes, thank you, Judge. So my client has lived in Georgia for more than a year. At this point, he moved here with 3 children who also live with him in Georgia. My understanding is that he has he is also a mobile mechanic, so he has a stable employment if he were to be released. Your Honor, we are just asking you to consider the lowest possible bond given the circumstances. I've already discussed the possibility of a stay away with the alleged victim in the case, and my client has no issue with the stay away.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. The address that should be on there is 4485 Campbellton Road, Southwest, as a stay away. That's her place of employment. That's where this incident occurred.
That's my understanding as well. Yes.
Okay. With regards to the battery charge, this is going to be a $1,500 surety bond. No further contact with Cherie, or I can't pronounce her name, Chieyre, last name McDonald. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. Next court date is June 9th. And he's required to stay 200 yards away from Miss McDonald, no matter where she's located, whether it's at her place of employment, on a side street, wherever she is. So make sure you do not communicate with her in any way, form, or manner, and you stay 200 yards away from her, including her place of employment at Campbellton Parkway, was it, or road? Thank you. Next court date is June 9. Thank you.
Position 22, Ms. Vincent.
This is Ashania, middle initial Y, last name Vinson, Vinson, accused of terroristic threats and acts, case number 26CR3336B. Ms. Vinson, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Mr. Coleman. Any priors, Ms. Harvey?
No, Your Honor. First arrest. Recommendation is a level 1.
All right. And Ms. Evans Battle, is this your case?
Yes, Your Honor. In this particular case, we are asking for a signature bond. We're asking for $5,000 signature bond through pretrial services. At this time, we've not had contact with the victim. I don't see him on the call, so I would ask that there be no further contact at this time. And, the state would probably agree to modify it once we heard from him. At this time, the address at 1117 Holly Circle and his home address, which is at a different location, which is the Holly Circle address in Forest Park. We would ask that she stay away from that location, as well as the 2770 Camilton Road Southwest address where the incident occurred. No alcohol, drugs, weapons, and no firearms in this particular case while out on bond. I would ask that that there be third-party transfer of the child. This was at a situation in which he was getting the child. So I would just ask that there be a third-party transfer until he, comes before the court and agrees to any change in contact. Thank you.
What? Mr. Coleman, is your client married to Mr. Middlebrooks?
No,
All right. Is this, do they have a parenting plan by court order?
I don't believe so.
All right. So what would you recommend, sir?
If my client does not have any objection, I would not have any objection to a third-party transfer just to keep the peace.
Okay. With regards to the terroristic threats, and is going to be a 2,500 signature bond through pretrial services. This will be a level 2. She's going to make a good friend with pretrial services. She'll need to visit them twice a month for a duration of 12 months. She will need to complete 12 anger awareness classes, and that would be 1 class a month. With regards to contact with Mr. Middlebrooks, she is to have no further contact with DeMarco Travion Middlebrooks, to stay 200 yards away from him and not communicate with him in any way, form, or manner. If she wishes to have a parenting plan with Mr. Middlebrooks with regards to the child or children in question, she would need to use a third party to arrange for pickup and drop off. She herself cannot participate in any pickup or drop off with regards to the child. And she's required to stay 200 yards away from him, so she can't be near him, his car, his home, anything. If she does not want Mr. Middlebrooks to have a parenting plan, then Mr. Middlebrooks will have to go to Superior Court and get a court-ordered parenting plan, in which case then third-party transfer will engage through that court order. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. If she doesn't report to pretrial, if she gets arrested again, then the next time she's in jail, her bond will be 2,500 surety. Thank you.
Thank you, Honor.
May I excuse, Your Honor?
Yes, Deputy Milton, have a great Monday. Who knew?
Dollar
Take
amount?
care. Courtroom 2, who do we have?
I'm sorry, before we go, how was that dollar amount was for Ms. Venison?
For Miss Vincent was 2,500 signature bond, pretrial level 2, 12-month duration.
All right, next we got number 9, Mr. Frank.
Number 9. Akeem Frank is accused of theft by shoplifting and willful obstruction of an officer from May 24th of this year. And his case number is 26 CR 3344G. Mr. Frank is represented by Mr. Geddes. Any priors?
Yes, Your Honor. 12 cycles. Last arrest was willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer and theft by shoplifting out of Fulton County. Appears to be on probation for criminal trespass out of Fulton County. Sentenced November 3rd, 2025 to 12 months probation. There's also probation out of Fulton County for theft by shoplifting and willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer. Sentenced December 16th, 2025, 12 months probation. In addition, there's also history out of Louisiana. 2026 conviction for criminal trespass. 2019 distribution of heroin. 2018 possession of marijuana in the second degree. 2017 forgery and escape. 2015 giving false name. 2014 illegal possession of stolen things.
Oh, that's good. Thank you so much. Ms. Bing, what's your recommendation for Mr. Frank?
Yes, a $1,500 surety bond on each count, theft by shoplifting 1,500, obstruction 1,500 for a total of 3,000. Stay away from the incident location. I believe it was a Walmart. Yes, Walmart at 6149 Old National Highway, South Fulton. No drugs or alcohol, no firearms, no further violations of the law.
Thank you. Mr. Geddes?
Thank you, Judge. My client says he has lived in Georgia on and off for the better part of 20 years at this point. He has numerous family members living here, including his mother and his son. He is not currently employed, and he has some difficulty obtaining stable housing. So to ask the court to keep his financial status in mind and give him the lowest possible bond given the circumstances.
All right, thank you. On the theft by shoplifting, it's going to be 1,000. The willful obstructions 1,000. This is a $2,000 surety bond. Stay away from the Walmart at 6149 Old National Highway in South Fulton. Stay away from all Walmart stores in Fulton County, Georgia. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. Next court date is June 9. You will need to be seen by a social worker to address housing issues. Unfortunately, he doesn't qualify for a signature bond. He also has an open pending felony case, 26 PI 004119. Thank you.
All right, this got number 20, Mr. Smith.
Joshua Jeremiah Smith is accused of 2 counts of harassing communications and 1 count of terroristic threats and acts from May 10th of this year. Case 26 CR 3346E. Mr. Smith, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Mr. Geddes. Any priors, Ms. Harvey?
6 cycles. Last arrest was April 8th, 2023 out of Forsyth County for simple battery. And that case was dismissed, Your Honor. Recommendation is a UJR through the jail. Nothing further.
Thank you. Ms. Evans-Bell?
Yes, Your Honor. In Mr. Smith's case, I believe the court, in reading the warrant, see that there were several cases or several continuing conduct of Mr. Smith and communicating with the victim in this particular case. Yes, with the victim in this particular case, and we are asking for a bond in the amount of in this particular case, because of the nature and the amount of calls from the various different telephone numbers and the threat of harm that is recurring in the messages, the text messages that the officer was actually able to observe. And I suspect that once we get finished with these cases, it'll be more than the 3 charges that he has here. But at this particular time, we're asking for a cash bond. I think this is a significant enough of a case that we are actually asking for a $10,000 cash bond as to each count. We're asking that there be no further contact with Mr. Davis in this with is Kerrigan
Davis.
in this particular case as well. That certainly I don't know whether or not he is aware of the address, but the address that's indicated is 402 Harbor Landing in Roswell, that he stay away from that location. And of course, that the court make sure that it's clear that what no contact looks like, in case he doesn't know what that is. That there be no alcohol, drugs, weapons, and that he possess no firearms because of the fact he's made specific enough threat in the text messages for this case. Thank you.
Is there a Kerrigan Davis or anyone here for Mr. Smith? Other than Mr. Smith himself? I see a Tracy Smith. Is that courthouse staff or by coincidence?
That's me. That's his mother.
Did you want to address the court?
Yes, ma'am.
Then you need to start your video, please.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Smith, good afternoon. My name is Judge Law. If you'd like to say something, I'll need to place you under oath.
Yes, ma'am.
Raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Smith, do you know a Kerrigan Davis?
No, ma'am, I do not. Only through Joshua and what he has told.
All right. And what would you like to tell us today?
I'd like to start off with the accusations, if you will. My son does not know her only through social media. He's never been to her house. He doesn't know where she lives. And he's been harassed. Somebody pretending to be her and somebody's pretending to be him, and they've been harassing each other, if that makes sense.
No, it doesn't, but
okay, so somebody has been using untraceable phone numbers pretending to be Joshua to contact Kerrigan and vice versa.
Okay, I see. And you got this information independently or from Joshua himself?
Well, we have screenshots, we have messages. They've been trying to harass me. They've been trying to harass my husband for the sole fact my son has a mental illness, and they've been preying upon him off and on for 12 years now. Literally. And
what have you all done about it?
We've reported it, and they can't do anything about it because they're untraceable phone numbers.
Okay.
And so I would like to, we can't afford a lawyer. We would like to be able to present this info when, he comes back to court or when he goes to court. So we can't afford, much money to get him out, nor does he have any money to get himself out as well. So, but we would like to be able to prove all these wrong accusations against him.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Geddes?
Yes, thank you, Judge. My client has lived in Georgia since he was a child. My understanding is he currently resides in the address based out of Cumming, Georgia with his parents. I'm under the impression that it's his mother's address. She's on the line, obviously, here in support of him. Prior to him being arrested, I'm under the impression he was working 2 jobs, one at Qdoba, one at Publix, which he believes he may have lost those jobs as part of his arrest. So obviously his financial status and his ability to pay any kind of monetary bond is uncertain at this point. He does have a high school diploma. I would just ask the court to consider either a signature bond or the lowest possible bond, given the circumstances. As you've heard, my understanding is that he did not have any prior contact, never been to her address before. I've already talked to him about the stay away. He has no issue having no further contact going forward.
Okay. On count one, harassing communications, that's going to be a $3,000 surety bond. On count two is going to be a 3,500 signature bond through pretrial services level 3. Count three is going to be a 3,500 signature bond through pretrial services level 3. This is going to be a total of a $10,000 split bond, which means that Mr. Smith, you've got a split bond where you'll need to pay on a portion of it, and the rest of it you'll be on a signature bond where you report to pretrial services once a week. So bonding companies charge between 10 to 15%. So you would have to put up at least $300 for the surety bond portion. And then the remainder portion, which is the $7,000, that's going to be a signature bond. You won't have to pay for the bond today, but you will have to comply with the following conditions. The conditions are that you report to pretrial services once a week for a period of 12 months. You are to have no further contact with Kerrigan Davis or any of her family members. You're not to communicate with her in person, through mail, through emails, through phone, through any kind of phone device, through any kind of computer device, and definitely not on social media. You're not to have any devices that indicate that you've attempted or tried to contact her through any of them, and you can't try to contact her through a third party. You are to stay away from, was it the Harbor Landing location, which is 402 Harbor Landing in Roswell, Georgia? You're to stay 500 yards away. Mr. Smith, this is a type of charge that can easily be construed as a felony matter as well. And given more reasons, I can impose an ankle monitor upon you. At the present time, I'm not going to do so, but don't give us any reasons to require an ankle monitor in the future. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am. Am I free to speak, Your Honor?
You have a right to remain silent. Anything you choose to say about the facts or circumstances of this case, your statements can and will be used against you in the treatment of your case. You have an attorney. I highly recommend you speak with him privately. Otherwise, whatever you say can be heard, especially by our two prosecutors who are on the Zoom session.
I know, but I wanted
And
to.
Mr. Smith, at this time, I would encourage you to remain silent. I'm happy to have a conversation with your mother or speak with you privately outside of the presence of the court.
It's really stressful for me.
All right. And Miss Battle and Miss Bing, if you can get in touch with Miss Davis, she has the option of also seeking an ex parte TPO through the appropriate venue.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Its next court date is going to be June 9th. Thank you.
All
Miss
right.
Tracy Smith, do you have any questions?
No, ma'am. So it's $300 to bond him out today?
Through a bonding company, they typically charge between 10 to 15%, so the minimum would be 300.
Okay. All right.
But
Thank you.
you'll need
And,
to report to pretrial once a week for a duration of 12 months.
Yes, Your Honor.
and where would that be at?
Fulton County, one of the offices at the Fulton County Court Complex.
What if he has no means of getting there? Because
Then
we live
he'll
in
be
Cumming.
Then he'll be in trouble.
He's not going to be able to get there unless he lives down there, and he does not. We live in Cumming. So,
He'll need to make arrangements.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Mr.
Thank you.
Good. Thank you. Next case.
Then we got booking number 2609-003, Mr. Daniel Addison Daniel.
All right. 260093. Was that correct?
No, 260-9003.
9003. Thank you.
Is this defendant on the calendar?
Most likely not.
I'm sorry, the name of the case?
I'm pulling it up. Big jailing number is 260-9003. This is State versus Addison Lamont Daniel. Date of birth is September 3rd, 2000. Charged with electronic transmission of inappropriate material. Warrant numbers end with 052166. And that's what we have.
Yes, Your Honor, that is a case in which we are seeking a felony warrant on that particular case as well. And we expect to have it within 24 hours. I don't know that I.
Okay. And so we're gonna reset the case to Wednesday, pending
Your
the
Honor.
issuance of a felony warrant and his appearance in felony first appearance on Tuesday, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
Okay, because he was booked in on May 23rd May 24th at 1 a.m. So time's ticking on this one.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Deputy, this case is going to be reset to felony first appearance once the felony warrant is issued. Thank you.
All right, this we got number 3, Mr. Bennett.
Is Mr. Bennett, who's the prosecutor in this case?
I am,
Mr.
Your Honor.
Bing, I have a rule that these charges are we're going to waive sounding on those charges, and we're not going to reference any allegations that indicate the nature of the charge.
Gotcha.
So Larry Bennett has got 3 misdemeanor charges against him. Accusation is 26 CR 003349L. In addition to the counts 1, a battery of a particular nature, count 2, a PI charge, count 3 is criminal trespass. Mr. Bennett, you have been advised of your right to remain silent, and your attorney is Mr. Coleman. Ms. Harvey, any priors with regards to Larry Bennett?
Yes, Your Honor, 31 cycles. Last arrest was April 30th, 2026, out of DeKalb County for a PI case that does appear to be open. Appears to have an open case out of DeKalb County from April 10th of 2026 for criminal trespass and theft by shoplifting. In addition, there's a 2026 disorderly conduct, 2026 criminal trespass, 2026 theft by shoplifting, 2016 2 counts battery, riot in a penal institution, and obstruction. Also 2016 forgery, 2010 aggravated assault, possession of a firearm and carrying a concealed weapon, and at least
that's good. Thank you so much. All right, Ms. Bing, what's the state's recommendation and any conditions?
Yes, for each charge, a $1,000 cash bond. Stay away from the incident location, which I believe is MARTA. Stay away from the victims. One is Georgiana White, and the other is
Brianna Jackson.
Okay. No drugs or alcohol, no firearms, no further violations of the law.
Okay. Mr. Coleman?
Yeah, I'd be requesting lower bond as possible for Mr. Bennett if the court is inclined to grant a signature bond. Mr. Bennett is 54 years of age. He's resided here in the Atlanta area for the last 19 years. Mr. Bennett does have his GED. However, he is currently not working, has no money to post for bond. Again, I'd be requesting lower bond as possible.
All right. On count 1, that's going to be a $2,500 surety. On count 2 is going to be a $1,500 surety. And count 3 is going to be a $1,500 surety bond. Total bond is going to be set at $5,500. It is a surety bond. He's to stay away from all MARTA property until further order of the court. He's not allowed on the buses, on the trains, at any of the stations or platforms, and he's not allowed on any of the MARTA property, including parking lots and amenities. He's also to have no further contact with Georgiana White and Brianna Jackson. His next court date is going to be June 9.
Thank you.
All right, that's at 15, Mr. Hector.
Your Honor, that concludes my cases. May I be excused?
Sure. I normally do a roll down of all the cases, but you're more than welcome to leave if you want to.
No, I'll stay. Don't
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. Courtroom 2, who do we have?
Kevin Hecker, dear.
Number 15.
Yes, ma'am, number 15.
Kevin Hackett is accused of theft by shoplifting from May 23rd of this year, 26 CR 3342B. Mr. Hackett has been advised of his rights, and may we have his priors, please, if any?
3 out of Georgia, 4 out of Tennessee. Last arrest was April 15, 2026, with the Atlanta Municipal for theft by shoplifting. That was a NOLO. There's also a 2026 conviction for destroying or damaging material used in detection of wildfires, and nothing further.
Ms. Evans-Battle?
Yes, Your Honor. In this particular case, we are asking for a surety bond in the amount of $2,500 that he stay away from Target at 3660 Marketplace Boulevard. He is on probation. We have submitted a request for a probation revocation as he was just placed on probation in March, I believe it was. No alcohol, drugs, weapons while out on bond, and that's our recommendation.
Mr. Geddes?
Yes, thank you, Judge. My client has expressed he's lived in Georgia for the past 20+ years at this point. He does not have consistent, stable work, but he is able to find employment and pay his bills through odd jobs throughout the neighborhood. He has expressed to me that he has previous military service, as well as some medical and legal training. I would ask the court to ask for a social worker to come and visit him while he's in custody. He's expressed some difficulty finding long-term housing, and I think that could be helpful. Also potentially for some MH issues. I would just ask the court to consider the lowest possible bond given the circumstances.
Okay. Bond is set at $1,250. It is a surety bond. He's to stay away from the Target store at Marketplace Boulevard and stay away from all Target stores in the state of Georgia. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. Next court date is June 9th, and a social worker should visit him to evaluate housing options. Thank you.
All right, 17, Mr. Kitchens.
Amos Kitchens is accused of simple battery family violence, case number 26 CR 3334D from May 23rd of this year. Mr. Kitchens has been advised of his rights. Mr. Geddes is his appointed counsel. Any priors, Ms. Harvey?
6 cycles. Last arrest was in 2014 for battery out of Fulton County. That did result in a misdemeanor conviction. There's also a 2012 battery family violence. Recommendation is a level 1.
Ms. Evans-Battle?
Your Honor, we would ask for a $2,500, but we're asking for a surety bond in this particular case that he have no further contact with his Dave Bontavious Kitchens, and that he stay away from the location at 201 Maury Avenue Southwest, that he be permitted a one-time visit to retrieve his property, and that he have no alcohol, drugs, or weapons while out on bond. We would ask for an assessment for MH issues. That would be our recommendation at this time.
All right, and Mr. Geddes, all right, go ahead. I'm not,
Yes,
I'm not certain if, how old is this Devontavious and what's his housing situation?
My understanding is that they live at separate addresses, Your Honor. I'm not sure of his nephew's age. But as I said, I do believe they stay at separate addresses. I've already talked to them about the possibility of a stay away. My understanding is that would not present an issue. He did also request the ability to have the law enforcement escort. So we would be asking for that. Prior to his arrest, he was employed with Walmart as well as a Lyft driver. I'm not certain whether or not he still has that position with Walmart due to this arrest. So I would just ask the court to keep in mind his financial circumstances given everything going on. I would ask the court to consider a signature bond, but failing that, the lowest possible bond.
The warrant indicates that they live together. So at the present time, this is going to be the bond and the conditions. It's going to be a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial services. Level 2, he reports pretrial twice a month. He's to complete 6 anger awareness classes with pretrial, and those must be completed within 180 days of being released. He's to have no further contact with Devontavious Kitchens, and he's allowed a one-time visit to the location at 201 Maury Avenue, Southwest Atlanta, with a police officer. If the police officer verifies that Devontavious Kitchens does not live there, he may enter the premises and continue to reside there. However, if the victim does reside there, then Mr. Amos Kitchens shall use that visit to retrieve his belongings in the presence of the officer and then not to return to that location. He will update the court with his new address within 30 days. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, and no contact with the victim means staying 200 yards away and not communicating with him in any way, form, or manner. Thank you.
All right, let's forget it's a waive case number 18, Mr. McKenzie.
Okay. Anthony McKenzie is accused of 2 counts of battery family violence, case 26 CR 3335K from March 13th of last year. Mr. McKenzie's presence has been waived. Any priors on position 18, Ms. Harvey?
17.
I'm so sorry. I believe he's also the add-on person too.
That's an add-on? Okay.
Yes, I apologize. We could not. Odyssey was not my friend today.
Okay, let me get into the add-on calendar. Mr. Geddes, were you aware of the add-on case?
I was not, Your Honor, but I do see that I was emailed it. So one moment.
There we are.
Yeah, I received it about 15, 20 minutes ago, it looks like.
All right. And is Anthony McKenzie aware that he has now 2 cases, or since you just found out 15 minutes long after you spoke to him, I'm assuming when you got his waiver?
Most of the charges that I see we had discussed, but the stalking charge is new to me.
So you even discussed the criminal trespass, simple battery, and willful obstruction from May 24th of 2026?
That was on the initial paperwork that I received. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. You prepared to move forward with the stalking one as well?
I don't have any details on that one, but I don't think my argument will change because of it. So I think we're fine to move.
All right. And that new case number is 26 CR 00 3351K. So that new case is for stalking, family violence, criminal trespass, simple battery, and willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer. And this incident date is from yesterday, May 24th, 2026. So the first case is from more than a year ago, March 13th, and the second case is May 24th. Right? And I'm sorry, Ms. Harvey, any priors?
17 cycles. Last arrest was March 21st, 2024 for a probation violation out of Fulton County. There is an additional open case under 26 PI 004133 for aggravated assault, battery family violence, simple assault, family violence, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Appears to be on probation for trafficking controlled substance, sentenced in 2005 to 15 years confinement and 10 years on probation. 2024 disorderly conduct, and a 2004 simple battery and 04 criminal trespass. Recommendation is a level 2, nothing further.
Ms. Evans-Babb?
Yes, Your Honor, the courts had opportunity to read the warrants, and in the first one, the state is most concerned that the victim in this case ended up with having a swollen face and abrasions on her hands because she was hit, punched, drug across the ground by the defendant, and that's our allegation, of course. This incident occurred at the 649 Joseph E. Lowry Boulevard address, and the victim in the case is Ashley Simmons. We are asking in this particular case, our bond recommendation is for we are asking for a cash bond. We're asking for a cash bond in both cases in light of the history, the open cases, and certainly history of violence. $5,000 each charge for each battery in the first case. As to the second case, we did add the stalking charge because he laid in wait for the victim. He entered her house without her permission and had contact with her without permission. He hid underneath the bed. There were children in the home. It affected the safety of everyone that was present in that household for him to suddenly appear. And of course, there was an argument between the parties for him being in the home without permission. He apparently went to hit her or grab her, and as a result, he snatched her clothing off of her as a result of that incident. This also happened at the 470
Bolton Road
location. And in both situations, it was where they had broken up. The first incidents, they had broken up. This is the second time. They hadn't been together since January. It's now May. And he committed this behavior. So for our bond recommendation as to the criminal trespass for $3,000, well, the stalking is first. We're asking for $5,000 on the stalking charge. As to the criminal trespass, $3,000. As to the simple battery, $3,000. And I think we had to dismiss the cruelty, but the law enforcement obstruction, $1,500. And that changes my calculations. I have 14,000 cash bond, but we need to subtract 1,500 from that. So that would be a $12,500 cash bond on the second case. No further contact with the victim, Ashley Simmons, no contact with any children that they share, any children in the household of her, stay away from the location, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons. He's already a felon. He's not supposed to have weapons or firearms. We'd ask that any firearms that he have be surrendered at this time. No, I did say no alcohol, drugs, and weapons, and that's our bond recommendation.
Mr. Geddes?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. So my client is a lifelong resident of Georgia, and he's lived here almost 50 years at this point. My understanding is that he resides out of the west side of Atlanta. He has an address there where he stays with his sister. She owns the property, is my understanding. As far as his employment, he owns a pressure washing company. He occasionally contracts employees to assist him with his work. He's had that company for the better part of 4 or 5 years at this point. He does have a GED, the high school diploma equivalent at this point. Judge, I would ask the court to consider the lowest possible bond. These are just allegations at this point.
Okay. On position 18, 2 counts of battery family violence, that's going to be $2,500 each. That's a cash bond only. No further contact with Ashley Simmons. to stay 200 yards away, no contact with any child or children that he shares with her. For no illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, and he'll be required to be equipped with an ankle monitor, and it will be defendant funded. So he'll need to pay for the ankle monitoring, and this will be until further order of the court. With regards to the add-on case 26 CR 003351K, count 1 stalking is a $2,000 cash bond. Count 2 criminal trespass is a $2,000 cash bond. Count 3 simple battery is a $2,000 cash bond. And count 4 willful obstruction is a $1,000 cash bond. And that's going to be a $7,000 cash bond. Same conditions. No further contact with Ashley Simmons and her minor children. No contact, to stay away from wherever she lives. I've got a couple addresses over here in all 3 cases. So I'm going to go with the latest one, which is 470 Bolton Road in Northwest Atlanta. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. And again, ankle monitor concurrent to the previous case until further of the court, monitoring fees to be paid by the defendant. His next court date for both cases is going to be June 9th. And this will be in addition to his open felony case 26 PI 004133 involving the same victim. Thank you. All right, have we concluded? All right, I'm just going to go down the calendar. Courtroom, oh, sorry. Position 1, Arnold. I don't have all the bond amounts, so Miss Bridgewater, will you be able to chime in?
I will, Your Honor. Yes.
All right. For Arnold, I have 2,500 signature bond through pretrial level 1. For position 2, Austin, that is a $1,000 surety bond. Further notice to June 9th. Position 3, Larry Bennett, that's a 5,500 surety bond, reset to June 9th. Position 4, Sonia Boyd.
I have a $15 cash bond.
All right, thank you. That's further notice to June 9th. Position 5, Casey, is a $1,500 signature bond through pretrial level 1 and appointing Ms. McLeod to represent him. Position 6, Fitzpatrick Davis.
I have a $2,500 surety bond.
All right, further notice to June 9th. Monte Duncan.
I have a total $4,000 SOB through pretrial level 1.
All right, that's further notice. Position 8, Corey Durant is a $1,500 surety bond, reset June 9th. Position 9, Akeem Frank is a $2,000 surety, reset date June 9th. Position 10, Mikkel Fryer is a $6,000. Was that a split bond?
No, it's a total $6,000 through pretrial level 3.
Okay, for 12 months, right?
For 12 months, that is
Okay,
correct.
thank you. Position 11, Skylar Gary is a 3,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. Position 12, Lee Gay.
Is a $2,000 surety bond, reset SAP June 9th.
Thank you.
On charge number 1, it was a $2,000 good bond, and on the second charge, it was UJR.
Correct, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have Gregory, and that was also, what was the bond?
It was a total $2,000 surety bond, reset SAP calendar.
June 9th, thank you. Position 14, Hancock is a 2,500 signature bond through pretrial level 2. Position 15, Heckard is a 1,250 surety bond, reset June 9th. Position 16, Nayona Kessie for reckless conduct, 3 counts.
Yes, a total $9,000 SOB through pretrial level 2.
Yeah. And then Amos Kitchens is a 3,000 signature bond through pretrial level 2. Anthony McKenzie is.
I have a $5,000 total cash bond.
Correct. And then $7,000 cash bond on the add-on case.
Yes.
Okay, both further notice to June 9th.
Mhm.
19, Terrence Norman.
I have a $1,000 SOB through the jail.
Okay, thank you. 20, Joshua Smith, and that is a $10,000 split bond for the notice to June 9th. 21, Swanigan is a $1,500 surety bond reset to June 9th. And 22, Vincent, that's a 2,500 signature bond through pretrial level 2, 12 months duration pretrial.
That is correct.
All right, any questions or changes? Anyone? We good? All right, folks, y'all enjoy your rest of your Monday holiday, short-lived as it may be. So everyone should be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed tomorrow. Have a good one, everyone. Take care.
Take care, everyone.
Welcome, Miss
Thank
Smith.
you.
Get all the dirt on me from Miss Evans' battle. She's been through a few battles with me. All righty. Take care. Take care,
Bye-bye,
Mr. Coleman,
everybody.
Mr. Geddes.
Bye-bye.
Have a good one.
Have a nice rest of the holiday.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yes.
Bye.